What if I told you that long ago, ancient beings, powerful celestial entities descended to Earth, sharing secrets humanity was never meant to know? They taught forbidden knowledge, how to craft weapons, manipulate nature, and even peer into the future. But their actions came at a cost. Their presence led to chaos, corruption, and an epic fall from grace. These beings, known as the fallen angels, are central to one of the most mysterious and controversial texts ever written, the Book of Enoch. This ancient script was hidden from many religious traditions, banned and nearly forgotten. But why? What does this book reveal that others didn't want us to know? And more importantly, what if the influence of these beings didn't end thousands of years ago? What if they're still here, hiding in plain sight, shaping our world in ways we can't even imagine? Today, we'll uncover the secrets of the Book of Enoch, explore the story of the fallen angels, and dive into the chilling possibility that their legacy might still be among us. Buckle up. This is a journey into the unknown. The Book of Enoch is not just a text, it's a mystery wrapped in controversy. Written thousands of years ago, this ancient script is said to predate even the earliest parts of the Bible. Yet, it was deliberately excluded from many religious canons. Why? What was it about this book that made it so dangerous? Tradition holds that Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah, was the author of this text. Enoch is a fascinating figure, a man said to have walked so closely with God that he was taken up into heaven without ever tasting death. But what he recorded during his otherworldly journey was shocking. The Book of Enoch speaks of celestial beings, known as the Watchers, who descended to Earth and altered the course of human history. It even provides deeper context to a cryptic passage from the Book of Genesis, the story of the Nephilim. In Genesis, we read about the sons of God who took human wives, producing offspring called the Nephilim, described as giants and men of renown. But Genesis gives us only a glimpse. The Book of Enoch pulls back the curtain, revealing the full story of these beings, their rebellion, and the chaos they unleashed. But here's where the controversy deepens. This book wasn't included in most versions of the Bible. While it remains sacred in Ethiopian Orthodox Christianity, it was cast aside by other traditions. Some say it was too bizarre, too fantastical. Others believe it contained knowledge humanity wasn't ready to handle. But whether it was suppressed or simply forgotten, one thing is clear. The Book of Enoch offers us a glimpse into an ancient cosmic battle, one that still resonates in the stories we tell today. What secrets does it hold? And why does it feel like the story was never truly finished? In the Book of Enoch, we're introduced to a group of celestial beings called the Watchers. These were no ordinary angels. They were guardians of the heavens, tasked with observing and protecting the earth. But their story is not one of obedience, it's one of rebellion. The Watchers, led by a powerful figure named Semjaza, became consumed by forbidden desires. They looked down upon humanity and saw the daughters of men, whose beauty tempted them beyond reason. Their hearts, once pure, became corrupted with lust. Against divine law, these angels made a fateful decision. They descended to earth, abandoning their heavenly posts to take human wives. Their union gave birth to the Nephilim, a race of giants whose presence on earth would bring devastation. But this wasn't just about desire. This was a full-blown rebellion against the order of creation. Semjaza, their leader, wasn't alone in his defiance. Another figure, Azazel, played a pivotal role. Azazel is described as the one who taught humanity the secrets of war, the crafting of weapons, swords, and shields. He also revealed the arts of seduction, adorning women with jewelry and makeup, spreading vanity and corruption. Each of the Watchers brought their own forbidden knowledge, sorcery, astrology, and the mysteries of the heavens, knowledge that humanity was never meant to possess. But their actions didn't go unnoticed. The Watchers had not only defied God's command, but had also disrupted the natural balance of the world. Their knowledge, their offspring, and their rebellion sent ripples through creation. And for this, they would face divine judgment. Semjaza, Azazel, and the Watchers may have once been glorious beings of light, but their fall was complete. They went from being guardians of humanity to its corruptors, and in doing so, they sealed their fate and the fate of the earth. But their story doesn't end here. The consequences of their actions and their eventual punishment would leave an eternal mark on human history, and some say their influence isn't gone. When the Watchers descended, they didn't come empty-handed. These fallen angels brought with them knowledge, secrets of the cosmos that had been hidden from humanity since the dawn of creation. But this wasn't a gift, it was a curse. Azazel, one of the most infamous Watchers, taught humanity the art of weaponry. He showed men how to forge swords, shields, and armor. In doing so, he introduced violence on a scale the world had never seen. Wars that were once fought with sticks and stones became battles of steel and bloodshed. But Azazel didn't stop there. He revealed the secrets of adornment, how to craft beautiful jewelry and apply makeup. At first glance, it seemed harmless, even empowering. But these tools became symbols of vanity, pride, and seduction, further corrupting human hearts. Other watchers brought forbidden knowledge of the heavens. They taught humanity how to read the stars and divine the future through astrology. What was meant to remain a mystery was now exploited, and humanity began to seek power and control over their destiny, ignoring the divine order. Sorcery, too, was among the gifts of the Watchers. They revealed the secrets of enchantments, spells, and dark rituals. These practices, once unknown, spread like wildfire, twisting the fabric of society and leading to the rise of false gods and occult practices. But perhaps the greatest consequence of the Watchers' descent was their offspring, the Nephilim. These giants, born of angels and humans, were unlike anything the world had ever seen. They were mighty, destructive, and insatiable. They devoured resources, dominated humanity, and turned the earth into a battlefield. What began as a sharing of knowledge quickly spiraled into chaos. The weapons forged by Azazel's teachings led to bloodshed. The vanity introduced by adornments led to division and greed. The Nephilim became oppressors, and the sorcery and astrology brought humanity further away from their creator. The Watchers had promised humanity power, but instead, they brought destruction. Their actions corrupted not just individuals, but entire civilizations. And as the world descended into chaos, it became clear, this knowledge wasn't a blessing. It was the ultimate act of rebellion, and humanity was caught in the crossfire. But this chaos wouldn't go unanswered. The Watchers and their Nephilim offspring would soon face divine judgment, a reckoning that would alter the course of history forever. While chaos consumed the earth, one man stood apart, Enoch, the seventh from Adam, chosen not only to witness these events but to record them for future generations. Enoch's story is one of revelation, divine judgment, and unparalleled closeness to the Creator. Unlike others, Enoch remained righteous and faithful. It was because of this that God called him to be a messenger. The Book of Enoch tells us that he was taken, physically transported to the heavenly realms, not through death but through divine will. Enoch's journey to the heavens is described in vivid detail. He was shown the wonders of creation, the workings of the cosmos, and the hidden knowledge of the divine. But he was also shown the darker truths, the corruption of the Watchers and the impending judgment that awaited them. In the presence of the Most High, Enoch witnessed the sentencing of the Watchers. These once glorious beings, who had abandoned their posts and corrupted the earth, were condemned to eternal punishment. They were to be bound in chains and cast into a dark abyss, awaiting the final judgment at the end of days. God's anger was especially fierce toward Azazel. For his role in teaching forbidden knowledge, Azazel was cast into a pit of darkness and buried beneath the earth, a warning to all who would follow in his path. But Enoch's task didn't end in the heavens. He was sent back to earth with a message, one that would resonate through the ages. He warned humanity of the consequences of the Watchers' actions and the impending flood that would cleanse the earth of the Nephilim and the corruption they had caused. Enoch's writings weren't just a record of what he saw. They were a warning to humanity, a plea to turn back to righteousness before it was too late. He foretold not only the flood, but the ultimate judgment that would come at the end of days, when all would stand before the Creator. But here's the most fascinating part. Enoch never died. According to the texts, he was taken by God, ascending into heaven, where he remains to this day. His story, his warnings, and his insights are preserved in the Book of Enoch, a testament to the cosmic battle between good and evil, a battle that might still be unfolding around us. The fall of the Watchers wasn't the end of their impact. In fact, it was just the beginning. For when the angels descended and took human wives, they didn't just break divine law, they created a new race, the Nephilim. The Nephilim were giants, colossal beings, born of the union between the Watchers and the daughters of men. Described as mighty warriors and men of renown, these creatures were not just physically imposing, but were also beings of extraordinary power. Their size alone made them a force to be reckoned with, but it wasn't just their stature that made the Nephilim so dangerous. They were destructive, domineering, and ruthless. Their very existence seemed to tip the scales of balance on Earth, and their impact was catastrophic. These giants devoured resources at an alarming rate, stripping the Earth of its fertility. They hunted and killed without mercy, feeding their insatiable hunger, causing mass starvation among humanity. They took what they wanted, ruled over humans with terror, and spread violence and corruption wherever they went. But the world wasn't blind to this destruction. Humanity, in its desperation, cried out to the heavens for deliverance. And it was then that God, seeing the chaos brought by the Nephilim and the corruption spread by the Watchers, decided to act. The flood, as we know it from the Bible, was not just a natural disaster. It was a divine reset. God's judgment against the Nephilim was swift and absolute. The flood was sent to cleanse the earth, wiping out the giants and their corrupted influence. The Nephilim, with their immense power, could not escape the wrath that was coming. The flood submerged the earth, and with it the giants were drowned. Their reign of terror was over, and their bloodline was cut off from the earth forever. But the flood didn't just eradicate the Nephilim. It was the final act of cleansing the earth from the corruption the Watchers had sown. Only Noah and his family, who remained faithful, survived, as they were chosen to repopulate the earth and restore balance. The Nephilim were destroyed, but the lessons of their existence remain. Their bloodline may have been wiped from the earth, but the echoes of their destruction still resonate today. The flood was not just a punishment, it was a warning that the balance between divine order and earthly corruption must never again be disrupted. The flood may have wiped away the Nephilim, but what if the fallen angels, the Watchers, weren't entirely banished from earth? What if their influence, their presence, still lingers among us today? Over the centuries, countless stories have emerged, tales of mysterious figures, unexplained phenomena, and strange advances in human civilization. Some believe these events aren't just coincidental. They believe the Watchers may have never truly left. Take, for instance, the unexplained technologies and advancements that seem to appear almost overnight. From the building of the Great Pyramids to the sudden leaps in metallurgy, astronomy, and architecture, where did this knowledge come from? Could the fallen angels have left behind secrets that we're still trying to decipher? Some even point to modern-day UFO sightings and the phenomenon of unexplained lights in the sky. Are these extraterrestrial visitors, or could they be remnants of the Watchers, who some believe didn't just fall to Earth but also to distant worlds? Could these encounters be echoes of ancient celestial beings still trying to influence humanity? Then there are the strange symbols and cryptic texts found throughout history. Could these be remnants of the forbidden knowledge that the Watchers shared with humanity? Artifacts, paintings, and manuscripts contain symbols that have uncanny similarities to the occult teachings of the fallen angels. Even modern occult groups seem to share a fascination with ancient wisdom that perhaps was never meant to be discovered. But it's not just ancient relics that suggest their influence. Some say that the Watchers' teachings have continued to shape human history, especially when it comes to our obsession with power, control, and even technological progress. Think about the rapid technological advancements we've made in just a few centuries. We've created artificial intelligence, weaponry of mass destruction, and technologies that seem to surpass anything humanity should have been capable of. Could these innovations be the result of hidden knowledge passed down from the Watchers, buried beneath the surface of human history? And then there's the rise of secret societies, cults, and organizations that claim to hold ancient knowledge, groups that seem to operate in the shadows, controlling events from behind the scenes. Are these groups tapping into the same forbidden knowledge that the fallen angels shared with mankind? Are they still working toward their ultimate goal, manipulating humanity, steering us down a path of destruction? The Book of Enoch tells us that the Watchers were punished, bound in chains, and cast into a deep abyss. But what if the abyss is not just a physical place? It's a metaphorical prison for their influence, a place where their ideas and teachings continue to spread, hidden from the public eye. What if the influence of the Watchers hasn't fully disappeared? Could they still be with us, subtly guiding humanity's fate, whispering through the shadows, manipulating the course of history? The signs are there if you know where to look. So as we've journeyed through the Book of Enoch, the stories of the fallen angels, and the mysteries surrounding their presence, we're left with a haunting question. Are these ancient stories simply myths, or are they warnings for humanity that we've long overlooked? The evidence is all around us, the unexplained phenomena, the sudden leaps in technology, and the whispers of ancient knowledge still echoing through time. Perhaps the Watchers didn't just fall to Earth. They left behind a legacy, one that continues to influence us today. But whether we're merely chasing shadows or facing an ancient threat, the question remains, are these stories of the fallen angels just legends, or are they much more than that? Could the Watchers still be with us, quietly guiding humanity toward a dark destiny? Or is this all just a tale lost to the sands of time? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe that the Watcher's influence still lingers in our world? Or do you have your own theories about the fallen angels and the Nephilim? Comment below, I want to know. Thank you again, friends, for hanging with me today and opening up your mind. As we come to an end, this question comes to mind. The truth is out there, but will we ever find it?